What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and we're back talking about Japanese and Japanese RPG games. Last time I was talking about Final Fantasy 16, and now Kotaku is taking more jabs at Final Fantasy 16 in Japan. It seems like anime girls, Japanese in Japan, they're constantly being attacked by the West, specifically Americans. And they're always being attacked saying that, oh, well, the Japanese are not diverse enough. They don't think about us, blah, 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 blah. They always make these stupid arguments because it's like they talk about diversity, but they're obviously showing that they don't like, they have something against the Japanese. Not very tolerant, I see. But whatever. So here Kotaku says we need to start holding Japanese RPGs to a higher standard. In other words, what they're really trying to say here is that we know better. We know better, and we think that they should change to us, to what we want. And I say no, screw that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what they have to say. And then it says here, respecting Japanese video games means not treating them with kid gloves. What do they mean by that? I don't know. But like always, I always skip the fluff and junk. There's a lot of fluff. Right, there's a lot of fluff and junk here, and I'm just gonna get straight to the message. And it says, when I write about wanting Japanese games to be less socially embarrassing, okay, there's almost always a backlash. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. People accuse me of projecting Western ideas onto Asian countries. Yes, that's exactly what you're doing here. But Japanese pop culture has already been engaging with themes of real life racism. One of the main characters in the manga Bleach 2001, the Mexican Japanese boy who was bullied for being different, the protagonist of action RPG Yakuza 3 2009 realized that one of the foster children is racist towards another kid for being half black, a hafu they call it, and he teaches her not to judge people based on their skin color. Race is an important theme to any artist who wants to represent the full range of human experiences, regardless of whether they're American or Japanese. Right? So I like how he says here, people accuse me of projecting Western ideas onto Asian countries. That's exactly what you're doing, bro. Says, but Japan pop culture has already been engaging with themes with real life racism. He talks about Bleach, and this actually happened. Bleach, there's a half Mexican, half Japanese character that gets bullied for being different. It actually happens, but that's in a manga. That's in a manga, and the Japanese they kind of do this once in a while, right? But they're just using that to kind of push their agenda, their own point. Anyways, and then it says, and even the developers of Final Fantasy 16 are extremely sensible to racial and cultural differences outside of Japan. For example, the developers had deliberately chosen to only use European voice actors for their English dub. They're also opted to have those actors use very posh British accents, which only a very small percentage of British population actually have. Okay, a massive publisher like Square Enix is fully capable of utilizing non-Japanese talent to improve cultural accuracy. Wait for it. That it has simply chosen not to dedicate resources to making some of their characters a race other than white European. And there it is. Then it says, so I'm once again asking weird nerds not to pretend that Square Enix is some indie developer in a guy's basement. It is a multinational corporation that wants to sell copies of the games to a gaming audience that includes black and brown people. And as a person who is brown, because I am Latino, what I have to say about that is that Square Enix should not change, and Square Enix should make games according to their vision, because they have been really good at it from Final Fantasy 7 all the way to Final Fantasy 10. The remake for PlayStation 4. They've been doing great, except for some questionable titles, but they've been doing great. And actually, if you know anything about Square Enix, why are you talking about them as if they've never had diversity in their game? They have Barret in Final Fantasy 7, a black dude. Blacker than black. Okay? They have, what's that guy in Final Fantasy 13 with lightning? I forgot. They actually have a black dude in Final Fantasy 13. So, maybe you missed those? No, because up here they pointed at, in Japanese pop culture, manga, Bleach, Yakuza, and all that stuff. But they kind of miss the fact that, yeah, Square Enix, they've actually had, real diversity in their games. And diversity that actually makes sense. They also have it in Final Fantasy VIII. They also have it in Final Fantasy IX. Did you forget to mention those? Did you forget to freaking mention those, did you? Maybe you didn't actually play those now, did you? Whatever. And I think it's kind of silly because... So it basically says that Square Enix is capable of making, using people of other countries to make, good games, because they made Final Fantasy 16, which is a, European, it takes place in a European type of setting, right? But the problem that they have is that, they only make white characters. And this is not true. This is not true. And hey, I mean, let's pretend that that's really what Square Enix wanted to do. What is wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that, because it's a bunch of Japanese people making a game based on in a European setting. I don't know about you, but I think that is diverse enough to me. Think about it. A Japanese person, group of Japanese making a game, a story in a European setting. Yes, motherfucker, that is diverse. So when people talk about diversity, they're not talking about all kinds of people. They're simply saying, hey, we need more black and brown people in these games. Why is that? Okay? I think it's kind of stupid. Michael Dante DiMartino's, and Brian Konietzki, the creators of Avatar The Last Airbender, they are a bunch of white dudes who wrote a story that takes place in an Asian type of setting. Nobody talked about diversity then. Oh, wait, it's only when it's white people that are doing it, right? It's only. If there's too many white people, then we can't have that. No way. Nope. But whatever. Let's keep on reading. Then it says, and I wasn't simply criticizing some newcomer to Japanese game development. Naoki Yoshida is the lead creative producer on one of the most globally famous video game franchises of all time. It's his job to keep up with popular media and culture trends. Racial diversity is definitely one of them. No, it's not. It is not. People need to write stories and get in games according to their vision. Okay, according to their vision. Okay, if you've ever written a book, if you've ever written a novel, okay, I've written epic fantasy. I have the books on Amazon, okay, and I've never became a bestseller, but I'm not here to promote my book or anything. And you can write whatever type of story. I've written epic fantasies and published them on the Kindle, and most of my characters were white. I mean, am I a racist? For that? Anyways, then it says Hollywood is slowly finding out that more equitable casting leads to better box office performance. What? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna read that again. Hollywood is slowly finding out that more equitable casting leads to better box office performance. No. It has absolutely nothing to do with casting. It has absolutely nothing to do with the cast of the movie. It has everything to do whether if a movie has a good story or not. Look at all the recent Disney movies. Look at Disney Plus. Look at the recent flops. They were very diverse, and those movies failed. So, man, this article, this person who wrote this article is full of crap, right? It's it's kind of like those when the Twitter mob talks about, oh well, we need to change Japan. Why? I mean, whatever happened to diversity? I mean, they have their own culture. Why can't we just appreciate them for what they are? I guess you can do that. Maybe, I guess you can do that. Who's the real racist around here? But whatever. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below, like this video, tell me what you think, and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. Guys, this is your boy Andy Maxis. Thank you for watching and listening. Godspeed.